Good Monday morning to Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and everyone listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Sauters in beautiful and historic St. Patrick. Good morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the nation. This morning, Lord, we give you thanks. Put us to bed, wake us up this morning. The breath of life unto each and every one of us. We thank you for it this morning, blessed Lord. This morning, Lord, peace be on this spot I bow. Peace, Lord, and all that there is. Let you know the peace of God, let the manner of peace abide. Let us pray it now, come down and let the blessing take his place. And Son of Peace, receive my cry. Fullest, Lord, of the gospel reign. This morning, Lord, I bring the country before you. I bring Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Father, the whole world is in your hand this morning, blessed Lord. Father, look down upon each and every village, every parish, every creek, and every corner. I bring the school children before you this morning, Lord. Father, look down upon each and every one. Father God, the nation children this morning, pass by every schoolhouse. Remember the teachers, the principal. I bring each and every one before you this morning. Father God, remember the country. Remember the Prime Minister, Lord. Father, you know that son better than I do. You know him by name and you know him by number. And you are acquainted to him. Father God, I bring all the ministers before you. Take charge and control over each and every one this hour, Lord. Father, this morning, blessed Lord, I bring the opposition party before you. You know everything about that man's servant, Lord. There is nothing you don't know about him. I'm asking you, Lord, to guide and protect. Bless him if thou be so pleased. The ministers I bring before you, each and every one of them, guide and protect them this hour, blessed Lord, and keep them on praying ground. This morning, Lord, what could I tell you, Lord, that you don't know concerning all your children? Father, the entire force I bring before you. Pass by all police station this hour, Master. Look over each and every one of them, those on duty, those out of duty. Father, you know the aches and you know the pain. Father, pass by the SSU. Remember each and every camp I bring before you this hour, Lord. Father, please, Jesus, look over them. Father, there is times the road is rough and there is time the road is smooth. But Jesus, only believing in you, the road could be easy for them this hour, blessed Lord. My God and my King, I bring all walkers before you throughout the world this hour, blessed Lord. Father, pass by each and every one job this hour, blessed Lord. Father God, take each and every one in charge. Bless them. Bind each and every one of them together like one bundle of stick that cannot be broken. Let one cry be the other one cry. Father God, take them in charge if thou be so pleased. And bring the boat on the ocean before you, Lord. Each and every one this morning. Not forgetting the fishermen, I ask you, Lord. Please help them to have a catch. Remember the Coast Guard this hour, Lord. Each and every one in that Coast Guard on that water, Lord. Father, outside there is not easy, Lord. Father, in the going, you go with them. In the remaining, remain with them. And when they are about to come back, please, Jesus, bring each and every one of them back safe. This hour, blessed Lord. The sick and afflicted one. Those who cannot help themselves. Those in the home this hour, Lord. Pass by the bed of affliction. And know you can ease the pain for them and smooth the bed for them. Pass by the hospital, Lord. Remember each and every one in the hospital. Those in childbirth I bring before you. I'm asking you safe deliverance for each and every one of them. Those preparing themselves for the apparition table. Remember them in the days of mercy and guide them and protect them, Lord. Remember the nurses and the doctors, all workers I bring before you this hour, blessed Lord. My God and my King. This morning, Lord, if they never need you, but they need you this morning, blessed Lord. Remember each and every one of them. All those in all different homes, I bring them before you. Not forgetting Miss Jacob, I bring before you this hour, Lord. Father, guide and protect her, Lord. Not she alone, but each and every one of them in that home. The mental home before you, Lord. Remember the rich man home this hour. I bring the prison before you. Remember all the image in the prison, Lord. I bring them before you this hour, blessed Lord. My God and my King. Father, the whole at large, I bring before you. Every home this hour, Lord. Every church and every chapel. Every minister on the gospel. I bring each and every one before you this hour, Lord. My God and my King. Remember them in the days of mercy. Father, mercy I ask, and mercy is our total plead. I am not complaining, but I'm asking you that favor, Lord, to look over Grenada if thou be so pleased. Carry on between Martinique again this our Master. Father, guide it and protect it, Lord. Do for us what we cannot do for ourselves. My God and my King, we depend on you, Jesus. Only with a clean hand and a pure heart. You say, I, Jesus, will never despair you. You say, Rock of Ages, clear for us, and let we hide ourselves in thee, and let our water run the blood and by the wound inside this flow this morning, Lord. I bring the data before you, and I lift out to you this hour, Lord. Father, remember the offspring of your body. Father, the far away from our, the close to you, Jesus. Remember them in the days of mercy. Bind them together like unbound plastic that cannot be broken. My God and my King. Take each and every one of them in charge if thou be so pleased. Bind them, Master. Do for them what they cannot do for themselves. Remember, Mr. Andre, I bring before you. Wheresoever I look it, Lord, look down upon him. Jesus is close to you, Master. My God and my King, the offspring of his body, I bring them before you. All those who are dwell with them, Lord, I bring each and every one before you, this our General Master. My God and my King, I bring all the other staff before you. Each and every one of them. Remember the folk in that radio station. Remember the mountain sand and even the chancellor, the door, the entire of the gap, the surrounding of the yard. Remember that place I bring before you this hour, blessed Lord. Remember Mr. Andrew, whom he left behind. Keep it safe night and day. Leave no veins where Satan could enter. My God and my King. Father, hear my cry, hear my pleading, hear my weeping and my moaning. Remember Miss Matas, I bring before you this morning. Pass by she whom this hour, blessed Lord. Remember she companion, friend, this hour, Lord. My God and my King. Remember Miss Job is in your hand. Pass by she whom this hour, Lord. Pass by Hermitage, Lord. Remember the sick and afflicted one. Remember my friend this morning, blessed Lord. Father God, take each and every one of them in charge. Remember them in the days of mercy. Remember that son, Lord. Adrian by name and by number. I bring that son before you and I lift him up to you. Father, pass by home this hour, Lord. Each and every one of them are dwelling in the home. Remember them in the days of mercy. Provide for him if thou be so pleased. Sharpen Satan chin towards him. My God and my King, my village and my people is our blessed Lord. Each and every little village I bring before you this hour, Lord. My God and my King. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in the green pasture. He leadeth me beside still water, restored my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley, to the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art made thy rod and thy staff to comfort me. Thou prepare my table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest my head, all my cup and it's over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the years of our life, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Good morning again. How was your
morning, and
weekend?
how is you?
I'm good.
Okay, well, I'm good for the time. I can't complain.
Well,
What? Who you
no. I
complaining
keep
with?
telling you, don't complain. I'm not listening.
No. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yes. So what you doing today?
I did by here still we.
You don't run in nowhere, you don't walk in nowhere, you don't take in bus to go nowhere today, nah?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have to go by the cemetery. I don't know how I'm making it, but I have to go.
What? Oh, okay. I understand.
Yes.
I totally understand.
Yes.
All right.
Well, okay.
So I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Before I start to say good morning to everyone, I just want to say the members and staff of Real FM like to extend their deepest condolences to the Barry family. Real FM lost a friend in Miss Evelyn Barry. She was the supervisor of Customs and Excise Department at the Grenada Ports Authority. We lost her yesterday. I mean, it was a shock when we all heard it. So we just want to reach out there to her family. We know they're really, really grieving. We are grieving also because we all knew her. She had a beautiful smile and a warm demeanor. You know, she lights up around your area when you speak to her. So we just want to say our deepest condolences to her family.
Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
I also want to say this morning that Velma's Restaurant and Bar, they're closed until Wednesday morning. They're doing some deep cleaning and some renovation at the facility. So they will be back on Wednesday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you're thinking about anything from Velma's this morning, there won't be anything in the kitchen because the kitchen is not open today. So you may have to make arrangements to get your breakfast, lunch, and dinner at another facility. Just wanted to put that out there that Velma's Restaurant and Bar, the kitchen is closed today until Wednesday. So it's that time when we say good morning to everyone that is listening all on the YouTube, listening and looking live. Let me start off by saying good morning to Wayland Aquat, Baby Daddy, good morning, Deborah Laborde, Claude Abraham, Errol Bonaparte, Marlon Klein, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Michelle Alexander, Teresa Joseph, good morning, Faithlyn Hallie Douglas. I like that name here. Before I go, you are viewing from Ireland. Welcome to Real FM. Teresa Joseph, you said it's raining in Toronto. I think we had some here last night, so I'm not sure if it's going to rain today again, but let's see. Carol Belfon, good morning. Alban Harris. Miss Matheson, good morning. Gemma Ward. Andy Matthew, good morning. I'm going to read your message afterwards, Andy. Let me also say good morning to Coffee in the Morning. Good morning to the Robinson family on Hill Street. Just a good morning wherever you are. The Date family in Toronto, which is Alan, Daphne, Olivia, and Ethan. Good morning to the Glen, the Caliste family. Good morning to Rose in Marley. Well, Miss Matheson, I say good morning to you already. Good morning to Sister Al Radio other in Carriacou. Good morning, Miss Job. Cheryl Rush, good morning to you out there in Toronto. Jerome Buddy and Wifey, good morning out there in Parklet. Susan Wildman, good morning. I met 4 lovely people yesterday that I want to say good morning to. So they're Susan, Paula, Mama B, and Jalen. Great meeting you guys yesterday. So this is what I have. This is Carl Belfon, good morning. It is raining in New York. It is raining in Montreal, Quebec. Let's see where else it's raining. June Julian, good morning. You're locked on. Tell me where you're locked on from. I got someone called or sent a message from the Galapagos Island a few days ago. I was like, wow, the Galapagos Island, that is an island way off base for us here, but they are listening. Thank you so much. You can check in anytime. Marion, Mississauga, good morning to you and your family. Junior, good morning. Let me see. Okay. Andy Matthew, you will have to send this for the front desk. I can't read this online here because it's an ad that you're looking for. So you'll have to call the front desk at 442-0975 and we'll deal with it from there. So it is Monday, the 30th day of October 2023. I have a guest this morning in the name of Robert White. He's going to be talking to us this morning in regards to the Rotary Club. So we'll hear him at 7:30. Let me also say good morning to Rosemary. McSween Belfon, good morning. Lennox, good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you for always checking in on Real. We are real here. And whenever things happen, we grieve with the rest of the family and everybody else because of you, we get to know who your families are. So when things like someone is in the hospital or someone is sick from something or someone they lost their loved one, it hits us here also because, as it says here, Real FM is one big family. So, again, thank you all so much for always checking in to Real FM and giving us the update as to what's going on in your life or in your neck of the woods. So I'll take a quick break and I shall be right back.
St. Patrick's Pharmacy. St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Looking for a wide variety of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Feeling weak and want a boost? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy for all your vitamin and mineral supplements, essential oils such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and much more. Medicated soaps, antifungal and antibacterial, all at affordable prices. Visit St. Patrick's Pharmacy today at its new location. A new location on Lip Street, apartment number 4 at the Ford Building. We are open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today on 414-1954 or 442-0204. St. Patrick's Pharmacy, where quality medication costs less.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. Additionally, they made it possible for you, the public, to view local, regional, and international tournaments from the comfort of your homes. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes. When you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
I think I have Drumsticks on the line right now. Good morning to you, Drumsticks.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I read from the Word of God, Mark chapter 1. In the beginning of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as it is written in the prophets, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare the way before thee. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. John did baptize in the wilderness, and preach and baptize the remission of sins. And there went out unto him all the lands of Judah, and they of Jerusalem, and were all baptized of him in the river of Jordan, confessing their sins. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good.
That's good.
Although from church after we had a lot of rain, but I was inside, so it didn't bother me.
Didn't you hear me say, do not complain about the rain?
No.
I said, don't complain about the rain.
I didn't complain about it.
Okay, because you see a lot of rain and you had to stay inside. That's all right, stay inside.
That was good, yes.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay, you have a nice day.
You too, bye-bye. So this was Drumsticks there, and I'm going to go to Maurice Bishop International Airport to see what we have in store for us this morning, if it's going to be rain or sun.
I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful.
And I have Tricia Miller from the Met Office speaking to us this morning. Good morning to you, Tricia. How are you?
Good morning to you. I'm very well, thank you. And good morning to listeners of Real FM. It's a cloudy morning here at the airport. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 10.5 millibars, which is below the mean, but it's rising. Present temperature 28 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.8 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 27 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at DMBIA, hence the total for the month remains at 52.5 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light to moderate showers occasionally, and there's a low chance of thunder. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 31.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be low around 11 a.m. and high about 5 p.m. Sunset this evening at 5:42. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:59. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a few light to moderate showers occasionally, and there's a low chance of thunder. From the Met Office, Tricia Miller.
Thank you so much, Tricia, and have yourself a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The cleanliness in life is gone. It's only vice and corruption that's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive, that is how it is today. So as you go along your way, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking, say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
It is a beautiful Monday morning, and as I said earlier, I've got a guest in the name of Robert White. He sent a message to me, I am here. So he is here. Good morning to you, Robert, and how are you?
Good morning, Claire. I am doing well.
Good, good.
And good morning to your listeners as well. The Real FM family, as you
The
mentioned
real
earlier on.
FMers. Yes, yes. How is my good morning? Morning. And
Polly the parrot. But if something happened to Polly, I could put you in the cage.
Yes.
It's just as good.
Yes.
Polly is doing well.
oh my!
Polly's doing well.
Look, I can't get over, when I stopped by and I said, "Does he speak?" And you said, "Yes, go say good morning." I mean, the morning was so beautiful that it's just stuck in my head. It's just morning, good morning, and then he whistles that nice whistle.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
wow. If I had gotten a
Polly
chance,
is-
I was going to stay there all day.
Polly is everybody's excitement.
I
Even
know.
people who know that it's there, they still look for it. Some children pass and they say, good morning, religiously. So Polly would answer good morning as well. Yeah.
But
So
he has
Polly
this-
has his fan club.
Number one fan here.
and I'm saying his fan club guardedly because that parrot has been there for about 30 plus years now.
Yeah.
And I do not know if it's male or female. As a matter of fact, Polly don't make joke with me. It says hello. It will say hello, but I dare not put my hand in the cage and bite me.
Why? What did you do to him when he was a baby?
Well, maybe what I don't do. I mean, is my aunt usually takes care of feeding and so she could do anything.
Oh, okay.
Because, it doesn't bite the hand that feeds.
That's true. Some
But-
people do, but yes.
Yeah, but so it doesn't really. It says hello. The usual.
Good morning, and
Yeah,
that's it.
but that's as much engagement that Polly has with me.
And how about Brent?
Well, Polly and Brent, they're same thing.
Oh, they're tight now?
No, they ain't tight neither.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, tight. But Teacher Vic and Mommy, these are Polly's best friends in the whole world.
When he getting food,
Yes.
I agree. But I never knew that you had a parrot until I came to the bakery to see Stephen, and then I saw it. I said, "You have a parrot?" And he said he's been there for years.
Yeah.
So me asking if he could speak. But he could speak.
Oh,
He
yeah.
or she could speak.
Oh, yeah.
Because the morning is, if you get up to that every morning, you don't want to hear nothing else.
Well, you should hear his laugh. You didn't hear the laugh?
Oh, he laughs loud too?
Oh, yes. If any conversation that anybody starts to laugh, Polly takes over. Polly takes over, and Polly has such a scandalous laugh.
You're laughing like a Lego piece.
Yeah. I haven't heard that term in ages.
I know.
Polly has a scandalous laugh, so that his laughter makes you laugh too as well.
Oh my
so.
goodness! But I'm telling you, when he whistles after he says good morning, it plays in my head every time I think about Polly. I just smile.
Yeah. That's Polly there for you.
Yeah. So you're here this morning, and I see you're wearing, as everybody could see, a white shirt with District 7030 Rotary International. Speak to us.
Yes, I'm here representing the Rotary Club of Grenada East. And just for clarification, because there are actually two Rotary clubs of Grenada.
Okay.
There is a club in St. George's, which was the first club that was started by John Watts and company, who was a man from St. Patrick too anyway,
Oh, yeah,
residing in St. George's. So John would have started the Rotary Club of Grenada. And then when our club was chartered, just for the distinction, we were named Rotary Club of Grenada East,
Okay.
which is a practice in Rotary. They would name your club kind of geographically. So you'd have San Fernando East, you'd have Port of Spain West, and other sort of thing like that. So we only have 2 clubs in Grenada. So we are Rotary Club of Grenada and the Rotary Club of Grenada East, which is who I'm speaking about this morning.
Okay.
So our club is located in Grenville, hence the East. Started with people like Leslie Ramdani, who was a charter member, Fred Belfort, just up the road, was also a charter member, and a host of other persons most of whom have since transitioned. And so we're extremely happy to have Leslie and Fred with us still. They are the foundation members.
The cornerstone.
Yeah, the cornerstones. And Fred and Leslie, please don't roll away. Yeah. We want these cornerstones to stay settled. But the club, Rotary, is a group of persons, and it's an international organization. It started as a group of professionals whose desire was to do something good with their time and their resources. The origin of the club was that folks had monies and folks had time and they had wealth. And of course, they would meet ever so often and probably have a drink or so. And they came up with this great idea that let us do something through our organization, our getting together. Let's do something that could help humanity. And so, from that humble beginning, that club has grown to be an international organization almost in every corner of the world, certainly every continent, and has been essentially doing good in the world. Now, what do we mean when we say doing good? Quite a number of things Rotary Club get involved in. They would be, let's speak about Grenada, in the Grenada context. We do an eye care program. We've been doing that for in excess of 20 years. And that eye care program provides assistance. We do it through an organization from the US named VOSH. And VOSH is an acronym for Voluntary Optometrists or Ophthalmologists. I'm not very sure which one.
Optometrists or ophthalmologists.
One of those.
Right. Okay.
It provides glasses and so examination of the eyes. Services to humanity. So that's VOSH. And they were happy to partner with us. Extremely happy because they say they go around the world and do that too. Similar kind of concept the way Rotary operates. So it's a good partnership, and they go around the world. But they're excited to come to Grenada because, well, of course, this is Grenada.
Of course, who doesn't want to come to Grenada?
This is
you
Grenada.
know? Yes.
So over the years, they have provided eye care, glasses, examination of the eyes. In some cases, we did surgery. It doesn't happen every trip, but there are times when, depending on the composition of the doctors and or trainees, they do surgery and so. And we have seen in excess of probably 30,000 persons in this combined.
All over Grenada, or
Well,
just where they go to?
We have done this pretty much almost every parish.
Okay.
Not every parish every year, but in total we have probably touched every parish. Certainly St. David, St. Andrew, St. Patrick,
Yes.
St. George, Carriacou. We did Carriacou one time, and I think one time we did Victoria as well. I'm not sure if we did St. John. Maybe not.
They will let you know when they call in. If you didn't, then you have to go
Yes.
there next time around.
And it's all free. Persons get their eye checked, and they are provided with glasses. In some cases, not just like glasses to suit your needs, your visual needs, but also a shade. Now, in the Caribbean, and certainly Grenada as well, because of the ultraviolet rays
Yes.
and so, we really should be going around, and that's
Wearing
the advice from the
sunglasses.
doctors. Now we should be going around wearing sunglasses. It helps to protect our eyes. But of course, we born here, so
Yeah,
so
we
that's-
grow here. Nothing can happening to us here.
Right, that's the kind of thinking. But
Yeah.
so most years, you'll see people live with a shade, the sunglasses. If their eyes are okay, they will still get a sunglasses because it is a necessity
Yes.
around these parts. But 2-3 weeks afterwards, people don't wait again.
No, and you see, the thing is, there's something, as you say, the violet rays that come through. And if You look at any normal person eye in Grenada, you will see that thing in the corner of their eye. It's like a growing something, and sooner or later it goes across the, how do they call it, peridium, something?
Pterygium.
But there you go, you know the name.
Yeah,
You get that, and you have to go get that scraped out of your eye, or you develop cataract. And so when you get a sunglasses, or you could have a sunglasses, wear it. It is very important that you do.
Yeah, and that's the message here. That's the message. I couldn't put it clearer.
Well, hello there. We're in comedy action this morning, so let's go.
So that's one of the projects that we do on an annual basis. We also do the WASH project. And WASH is, again, we do a lot of acronyms in Rotary. Water and sanitation as well as hygiene. WASH. We have been doing that project for well over 10, 15 years. And that project involves going to the schools and assisting with the supply of water, making sure that they get a consistent and clean supply of water. So, and hygiene, as I said, so we work with toilets, and so, I have painted toilets in the RSA school in Sotes here. I've painted toilets in the Methodist school in Grenville. I've painted toilets in St. Dominic's, I think, St. Dominic's RSC, I think is the name of the school. We have done this project all over our territory, and when I say our territory, our club is responsible for taking care of St. David, that region, St. David, right down to Victoria. That's our club.
Okay.
So we have done that project, as I said, for years, and we have assisted a number of schools. In some cases, we have erected water tanks. In some cases, the tanks are there, but the support is deficient. So we have worked on that as well. So that project is one that is dear to us because we have done a lot of work, to the schools especially. And I'd say to you, Claire, we have found some schools where the toilet situation prior to our engagement was deplorable.
I believe you.
Deplorable. I mean, I shudder to think that our children would have been subjected to that kind of environment when they go to do
the numbers?
Yeah, the ablutions and defecations and so on, right? So that's a project that is dear to us as well, and it's been consistent. The Back to School project, we have provided assistance for students, to go back to school. In some cases, there have been books and pencils and pens, bags. In other cases, we have actually done financial assistance, right? We have kind of varied it over the years in terms of how we deliver the service, but it would have been any of those, providing the actual items,
right,
and in some cases, providing the cash. The needy homes have received those. I mean, there are recipients, even Sates right here, who have received those kind of assistance.
How come I didn't pass by me?
I said needy homes, all right? I'm not even just talking about needy in terms of the cash, but needy in terms of having children and going back to school.
I passed that stage, sorry.
So, if you notice, the common thread in all those programs so far is people.
Yeah.
And providing services to persons who otherwise may not be able to afford it. And the truth is, sometimes even if somebody show up who could afford, while our preference will be to assist, well, no, let me reverse that. Let me retract that. If somebody show up whom we believe could afford, because I'll tell you, being employed does not always mean that you could afford. Because there are a lot of Grenadians who are employed, but they're technically underemployed, meaning that they don't earn as much as they could or need to take care of their families. So they go to work every day, and they probably may look good, dress well, and so, but they too can appreciate the assistance.
I just asked you how you all didn't pass by me. You see how you come back to my... You tell me, you talk about needy, but you don't know if I need or not because you didn't ask.
I put the emphasis on having children home too, man.
Oh, okay. Go right ahead.
So we do the back to school programs, and it's been expanding yearly, expanding in terms of the number of persons that we attend to. And this is a project again that Rotarians come out and assist. And let me say something here. There's another common thread in all these projects or in most of these projects, not all, most of this. Certainly the Christmas hamper and the back to school, where Rotarians are actually required to put a financial assistance, a contribution. And that's one of the things as the Rotary Club, or members of the Rotary Club, they make a lot of contribution to a lot of the work of the club. Financial, a lot of times financial, but certainly their own human resource, the time and the efforts. So you may do a beach cleaning project and of course you're involved. You may go see a neighborhood and see some children who need something, and it may not be in a established project or so, but you come back to the club and you say, listen, I've found that need and let's see how we could assist. And we'll go through the right channels, make sure that it's the needs is verified, and then the Rotarians would assist out of their own pocket. So it is a common thing in Rotary that persons or members will be required to, at some point in time, make financial donations to the effort of the club. And but we also raise monies through other outreach programs and so on. And I'll come to that in a little while.
So let me ask you a question. How you said, sometimes you see an area that there is a need for help and so. How do you define that? Because do they elect somebody to do that, or you passing by one day and you see, it have some children in, let's say, back street that you think need help. You take that up on your own and take it to the Rotary Club and say, I found this area, or?
That's correct. So you may come to the club and say, this is what I've observed. They may ask you to lead the project now in terms of getting more information or making sure that your information is actually accurate. And look and see what's the best way we could engage persons with a view to providing the kind of assistance that we think and they agree that they need. So usually there's a project lead, and the projects could be huge, or it could be just a matter of one person assisting one family to get something done, or one person doing the legwork, and it's just one family going to benefit.
Okay.
But once the need has been identified, we work with it thereafter.
Okay.
Right?
We'll have to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, inset screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Sates in the Kweze. Dr. Guerra, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. We now have a portable EKG machine that gives you accurate readings by using just 2 fingers. And that's not all. If you're suffering from any respiratory conditions such as asthma, bronchitis, COPD, or seasonal allergies, we have a nebulizer machine that can safely treat these. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, vaginal warts, hernias, and C-sections. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic DNC, abnormal bleeding. Eye testing is also available at the clinic by appointment only with Dr. Mabel Veritas Lugo. They are in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352 or our landline at 444-4272. That number's again 423-3352 or 444-4272. Put your health first.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, ideas. The Grenlec debates will be broadcasted on MTV Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m., Saturdays at 6 p.m., and on GVN TV Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m., Sundays at 4 p.m. Broadcast begins Saturday, October 7th. Tune in.
Hey there, Grenada. Exciting news is taking flight. Get ready to soar to new heights with Air Canada's brand new non-stop flights from Maurice Bishop International Airport to Toronto Pearson International Airport. Starting October 29th, you can jet off to Toronto every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with ease. Air Canada flights offer in-flight comfort and convenience. Say goodbye to those long layovers and say hello to seamless connectivity. Whether you're traveling for business or leisure, Air Canada has you covered. So why wait? Book your ticket now at your local travel agency or online at aircanada.com. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity.
With Mr. Robert White speaking to us on what the Rotary does around Grenada Rotary East.
That's correct.
Yes, so.
Rotary Club of Grenada East.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Good. So we have done other programs. I mean, we have done wheelchair programs, and that is something that amazingly I found it's a crying need. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of Grenadians, if you notice, there are persons. We seem to have a passion for cutting out people's foot. Well, let me say that different. Mm-hmm. Let me say that. But no, there's no other way to say it.
They're cutting out the leg, yeah.
There are a lot of Grenadians who are amputees,
Mm-hmm.
in some cases double amputees. And they find it necessary to have a wheelchair to help them to get around. Sometimes not even out the road as well, even out the road, maybe a motorized wheelchair. We haven't provided motorized wheelchairs. These are a little more difficult to come by.
Mm-hmm.
But we have certainly provided those are hand-propelled, right? And it's amazing how many persons check us all the time. Do you have wheelchairs? I have a cousin who in need, or my father, brother, some family member, or friend that they know. So it's a project that we do as well, the wheelchair project. It's not one that we do as often as we probably could, but then again, we do as much as we can
Mm-hmm.
within our limited time and resources. Because remember, we are just a group of volunteers.
Okay.
So
no one is paid.
Nobody's paid. So, volunteers, people work according to the time and their resources. I know one case where we have assisted a young lady with financial contributions for her university study.
Wow.
It's not every day we do something like that, but the young lady had very good grades, was doing well. Her only limitation was the absence of scholarship and her ability from her in terms of her personal and her family's inability to fund her university studies. But she was extremely bright. And the club thought about it. It was brought to the club, they discussed it, and they said, you know what, this is one way we could make a difference. So we funded. And suffice it to say, today the young lady is doing well. Did very well at university. Mm-hmm. So she raised the club's nose.
You say so yourself.
Yes. And so it's one of the things that we're extremely happy about. As we are happy whenever we could help. But in this particular instance, it was a deviation from the regular. Mm-hmm. Right? And it took some convincing at least to actually, to go there, because some of the members say, well, we don't usually do that kind of. We did it, and we're happy that we did.
So you spoke about volunteers. Everyone here is volunteering in the Rotary Club. So where do you guys get the money?
Good question. Now, some funds, we could write up projects within our organization, right? And seek funding from the Rotary International.
Okay.
Right? But how does Rotary International get the money? Rotary clubs are required to make contributions. So it comes back to members who are required to make contributions, annual dues.
Okay.
Right? And that annual dues are sent to Rotary International. And Rotary International you can now write up projects and be entitled to project based on your own dues and so. And in some cases, what we call matching grants.
Okay.
Right? You get assistance through that. But then there are times when, because Rotary over the years has developed a reputation for being an honest, and not just honest, yes, which is very important, but capable. So if you want to get something done and get it done properly, do it to the Rotary Club. There's that narrative outside there, which we're happy about. And so we have been the beneficiary of funds from some local organizations, corporate bodies, one of whom is Grenlec. Grenlec has assisted us, the WASH project, we got some assistance from them as well. Two, they put the funds because they know that as far as their corporate mandate, to reach out and help people, if they can get it done if they partner with Rotary. So they have provided assistance. And apart from Grenlec, there are other companies who do that as well because they know that the money is going to be well spent and the assistance will get to the intended beneficiaries. So let me give you an example in terms of how monies are raised. So we have a poke fest. It's a whole big thing. We may have we used to have a lime in Bathway in the beach house, right? Food and drinks and everything. And again, because of Rotary's standing in society, people know that when you come to the Rotary, that quality lime and the money goes to assisting people, we get good turnout. So people, they like to congregate and band with the Rotary because they know where the money goes. And when we raise those funds, however, as one of the policies of Rotary is that 100% of the money we raise should be spent on the project for which it was intended. So the question is, how do you now take care of incidentals? Because you can't, as some organizations, you get 10% for management fee and all that sort of thing. Well, at the Rotary, you get 0% for management fee.
Okay.
The monies must go to the activities for which it was intended, or which it was raised. And there is a very fun way of raising money in the Rotary Club. Every meeting that you attend, there's a sergeant at arms who takes notes of people's infractions, if you want to call it that, and
you have to pay.
And you pay.
Okay.
It's not a huge amount. You pay $5, but you'll be amazed at how many things they can cite you for to extract that $5 from you.
When you poor.
So you can, if you go to a meeting and for some reason you did not contribute as you normally would, or as per expectation, well, you pay $5, right? Or if you go and you talk too much in the meeting because every point you order it, you pay $5.
So it's a little bit harsh.
If there's something called joy dollars, so you happen to buy a new car. Really? You drive a new car? Joy dollars, $5, right? But it's a fun way of raising money. So the national anthem was because we sing the national anthem to start every meeting. It was being sung and your voice was loud and out of key. You pay $5. You disrupt the harmony of the singing. And but those monies goes to taking care of incidentals, or to be referred to as the cost of doing the project that we cannot, we can't get from the project.
I don't know if I got this wrong or right, but you did say based on your amount of dues, say like St. Patrick's, and you have a project that you want to do, say like the RC school, or let's make it bigger, the whole of St. Patrick's, and you have that project that you want to do, say like build a jetty down the road there. If you you're saying that if you have $40,000 as due and you write to the International Rotary Club, this is what they're going to give you back, your $40,000?
No, they add to it. That's why it's called matching grants.
Okay.
They add to it.
So
right?
you give them, you raise 40, they give you 40. So you have $80,000.
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha.
That's correct.
All right.
Right, because, Rotary Club International raise funds too. I mean, in our jurisdiction, we probably, in our little country, we probably don't raise as much monies, right? Again, because of the size of the economy and all of that. But, there are companies overseas who would give millions of dollars to Rotary for projects. Bill Gates, for example.
The philanthropist.
Yes, Bill gave a lot of money to Rotary to assist with polio, because while polio is not a major issue as it was probably in 40, 50 years ago, but there are still cases ever so often. And the intention or the objective is to try to eradicate polio. And I remember, it's a common thing in the club that we're that close. not just close. The club, the Rotary, I think we're that close.
To eradicating it.
To eradicating it. So, and a lot of it has been through the assistance from Bill Gates in terms of the expense associated.
I have to read this comment for you. You talk about people needing wheelchairs and, you can't get enough because you can have. One person wrote, what's so ironic? Every carnival, you see folks pushing around wheelchair in reckless abandon.
Well, this is so, but I might add that I believe that in most cases, the chairs that I see them pushing around are chairs that themselves are in dilapidated conditions.
Okay.
And you probably
heard that.
And you probably can't use them for any really effective
So they play
purpose.
mass with it?
Yeah, they play mass with it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how sometimes the posy and thing they play mass with have holes and things. You can't do that. You can't use it otherwise. But it works well for carnival.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're on live, you hear it's not good wheelchairs that they are rolling around.
Most times it's not.
Dilapidated wheelchairs. So yes. So what do you have coming up right now?
Right. So I gave that background so people could understand the Rotary. And sometimes you hear that the Rotary is I've heard it, rich people organization and so on, and it's far from the truth. Historically, the people that got involved with the Rotary, because of how the concept was initially, were people who had the resources, both in terms of financial resources and time. So these were naturally persons who owned the company or some major shareholders in company, because they could commit themselves to come into a meeting midday, right? Whereas our regular staff can't come to meeting midday, and they also have the resources. But even that is changing. So meeting times have been kind of changed from midday to afternoon times. 6, 7, when the persons who are not necessarily business owners and have the time and flexibility to work on their own time, they can still come to meetings. So employees can be involved now as well.
Okay, then that's good.
So what are we doing now? Well, we are celebrating. We have started our week of celebrations, effective yesterday. We started with, and I just want to take you through the calendar of events. So we started with a church service. Today we are visiting. It's called Visitation Day. So we're visiting usually the homes of past Rotarians. Sometimes we refer to them as honorary Rotarians because they have served the club well in their younger years, and they don't have the ability to go around us, So they have been now considered to be honorary Rotarians. We're visiting those persons. We also would visit the PIS. PIS is Partner in Service. It's a term in the Rotary for.
You're right. You all use a lot of acronyms.
Yeah. We do. Everything in the Rotary has an acronym. So a Partner in Service would be someone who is affiliated with, not either probably through marriage or common law arrangement, but this is this person's spouse. So we refer to them as Partner in Service. And some of the Rotarians who they were connected with may have died.
Okay.
But we don't turn our backs on Partners in Service, because we understand that a lot of times when a Rotarian, for example, has a function at his home, and the cook has spread because fellowship is a big thing in Rotary. Eat and drink. Let me come together and have a time. Because when you're that close, you can work well, and you work well in executing projects, and so fellowship is a big thing in Rotary. But most times when you go to a Rotarian home, you not hear that cook, you not hear that the big spread and things, so it's the partner in service.
Oh, okay.
So we value partners in service in the Rotary, and to the extent that even if the Rotarian connection initially would have been severed through death or so, we still go and look for the partners in service, especially during our week of celebration. So that visitation day is dedicated towards reaching out to past Rotarians or honorary Rotarians or their partners in service if they're both still alive. But even if you have instances where the Rotarians would have transitioned, we go visit their partners in service.
Okay.
Right? Bring a bouquet, spend some time with them, half an hour. I walk with my quattro, we sing 2 songs, and that
we
sort
know
of
the
thing.
quattro.
Yeah.
We had it here at one time.
Oh yes. And today, October 31st.
Today's the 30th, sir.
Sorry, the 30th.
Okay.
Tomorrow, October 31st, is Media Day. But because I was not able to do this tomorrow, I asked, the opportunity to do it today. And I'm happy that we get Real FM, Real FM is like a partner in service too. Because we have always been able to sell our information, promote our things on Real FM, because the company, as in Real FM now, has always been open to assisting that kind of making that kind of provision to Rotary, and I mean saying all this to say thanks. All right, thank you so much.
Welcome. I'm saying welcome on behalf of the owner of Real FM.
Right. Fellowship meeting takes place on November 1st. A fellowship meeting is a meeting where, like every meeting, that we put the emphasis on fellowship. Fellowship, again, as I said, eat and drink and be merry.
And tomorrow you die.
And no, we plan not to do that.
Okay.
Because if we all go, who's going to do the work? So that takes place on Wednesday.
Okay.
On Thursday, November 2nd, we're going to do a donation to charity. You see what forms part of the whole week of activities again? We must include inside of this something where the essence of Rotary it comes to the fore. And again, a donation to charity.
Do you have any charity? You pick a charity, or you just go to someone that you think needs it and just give it to them?
Normally we pick a charity.
Okay.
I am not sure who it is this year, I must admit, but normally we pick a charity. So we engage them, let them know beforehand, and so it's a well organized something as opposed to an ad hoc thing where you just show up.
Okay.
Right. On November 3rd, we rest. And a rest could also mean a couple of Rotarians get together and take a drink, guys.
Okay.
Fellowship is a big thing in Rotary. Big thing. When you eat and drink together, you remain friends. And when you remain friends, you can count on friends to get things done.
Okay.
Right? Me and Claire tight. I call her, Claire, watch, we have this project around there. I need you to help. Yeah, no problem. Claire's on board. But if we don't fellowship, or if we haven't built that camaraderie through fellowship, then sometimes, you can't get Claire because she's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Steve called me, Steve Horsford, and he says, Real FM is your work, right? So we always banter. Say, well, I didn't know I getting paid. Work is when you get paid.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's always this banter, but I say, okay, fine. We kind of split it up because he's going to do St. George.
Okay.
And I'm doing up here. The dinner party. And remember I said we try to raise funds and we have creative ways of raising funds. That's one way. Our dinner party, our annual dinner party, is a big thing in Rotary, certainly Rotary Club of Grenada East. And we get attendants and persons all over the island. Mm-hmm. It's held in Rotary House.
Where is that?
Right, and I knew you would ask. Rotary House is a name that has been ascribed to Leslie Ramdani's residence, his private residence.
Grenville?
Grenville.
Okay.
In a place called Mali. No,
Not
interestingly,
that Mali upset.
not the Mali in Sotes.
Oh, okay.
So when one time when Leslie tell me live in Mali, I say, in Sotes? There's a Mali in Grenville too. When you head into Ladig, You take a left turn around by, there was a DJ guy, I can't remember his name now, who used to be very popular one time.
Small Clothes, is
not
it?
Small Clothes. An older guy.
Okay.
Right. And he just, Leslie is past his house going in that direction.
Okay.
So the dinner party is held at Rotary House, which is the home of Leslie Ramdani. And it takes place on Saturday. Saturday is what, the 4th? Yeah. Now,
when you finish make your statement, I think we have a call.
that party is usually a hell of a line. It's not just food. Good food, good ambience, because Leslie's home is really nice for that kind of thing. But also, there's going to be a band.
Okay.
Because there's always a band. So it's live band. So it's serious party afterwards.
Do you sell tickets?
Yes, we do. And members of the Rotary Club, right, do have tickets. So you can call 405-6126. That's 405-6126 to organize your tickets.
And the time?
It's 7 to 11. So it's 7 to 11. And that dinner starts on time as well, from 7 to 11. Persons know, they come early. And the cost of the tickets is $200 a person.
Say?
$200 a person.
Okay, you have a call.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. White. And to
Clifford, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I think the gentleman you're talking about is DJ Roy.
DJ Roy Clifford.
Right? And that area is called the villa, inside the villa.
Right. That's going inside the villa, but Leslie's house is up Mali.
Right.
Right.
And I grew with a Rotarian, so Willie Branch. He was a known Rotarian.
Yes, I hear about him, Clifford, in conversations in Rotary.
Yes, made a lot of contribution towards Grenada, which was he was an estate manager of a lot of estates in Grenada.
Okay.
So that confirms what I was saying, Clifford, that initially the persons who were involved in Rotary were the persons who had business.
Yes.
You know, so they had, because they had time now, they could leave at any time of the day and go and do something for Rotary, unlike the regular employees who couldn't, they didn't have that privilege.
I could testify that he gave human service to Rotary.
Yeah.
Thanks, Clifford.
Thank you.
Okay, well.
Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate it.
So you have DJ Roy.
Yeah, that's the name. I couldn't remember it, but Clifford is right on the needle.
Right. Well, he was associated with Mr. Branch, so
yes.
He knows, yeah. You said $200 for the ticket, so Mr. can come?
Yes.
No, I know that we're getting that kind of money. I told you I was needy, but no, it's okay.
Let me and sometimes people make that comment, they find, well, there's a lot of money. And maybe it is. But we spend monies for all sorts of things. And if we consider it necessary, we spend the money.
True.
Right? In this particular instance, there's quite a lot. It's not just come and get a plate of food. The quality of the food and drinks is usually top notch, right? But in addition to that, there's a party, there's a band, so it's an expanded kind of
past DJ business.
It's not just it's the quality of the event, and to put those events together cost. And then in addition to that, while we seek to get donations for a lot of the things, even the food items, and so most times we seek to get donations, so that we can maximize our profit from this activity. And again, as I mentioned,
it goes to the people.
It doesn't stay in our pockets.
Yeah, it goes to people.
It goes to the people. So the more money we make, the more we could assist. The most, and that's why I said in recent times, the Back to School project has been expanded. While, Rotarians are asked to contribute, but we get assistance from the club as well. And the combined total of what we contribute plus what the contributions from the club helps us to expand. I mean, we started off this thing, something about 20, 25 students. We have hit 50 and over. I think last year it was way more than that as well. Because we're getting more creative. We're getting some of the things, try to buy things overseas and so on, try to get more creative. So we could stretch the dollar because, as I said earlier on, what I'm not sure I did say, but I want to say it now, that there is a need for those kind of things in Grenada. There is a need. There are a lot of people who send children or have children and they can't really afford to take care of the children the way they should, they continue to make more anyway. And should that be our responsibility?
No.
Or as in the rest of the community? The answer is yes, and the answer is no. No in that, well, each man should make children as per their affordability.
True.
Right?
True.
But then, so the answer is no, that's your responsibility. It's you make the children. And something crossed my mind here. Sometimes they didn't really make the children, it just happened by accident.
Okay.
So one guy said, at the scene of an accident one time, one guy said, look at that, look at this thing here. You see, you know, 90% of accident is caused by people, you know.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And then another friend by him said, but the reverse is also true, you know. 90% of people are caused by accidents. So,
that's true too.
So sometimes the folks don't deliberately go looking for children. But it's their responsibility. But here's why it is also our responsibility. Whether we like it or not, they are here. They are part of the community.
And we can't stand to see them suffer.
And we should not allow them to suffer. Because if we do, then our community, and remember, to the extent that our community survives, we will. If the community does not survive, we can't. These are the people who will grow up tomorrow. They have potential as well. Some will be shopkeepers, some will be bus drivers, some will be farmers, some will be a nuisance, but
they're there.
They're part of the society. To the extent that we could avoid them being a nuisance by assisting them in their early years, showing them love and being there to offer, that kind of assistance when it's necessary, we could ensure that they will be productive human beings. Okay. And to the extent that they are productive, our society will be productive. So it becomes by extension our responsibility.
I don't know if you answered that question. Can anybody be a member?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Not that I'm asking them, just wondering if people want to be
Anybody could be a member of the club. Once, of course, you have the dedication, you have the time, anybody could be a member.
And you have the $5 for when you make bad decision inside
and you could afford the dues and so. And but again, it's a question of commitment and putting aside those things, because the benefit that you get from being a Rotarian, apart from the recognition in terms of Paul Harris fellow, as a Paul Harris is a guy who started Rotary. I didn't say that before. If I must admit, the name just wasn't coming. Oh. But you can get recognition in many ways. Paul Harris fellow is a thing that it's a big thing in Rotary. If you're a Paul Harris fellow, I mean that you got a recognition, right?
That's how you arrived.
Right, that's the highest recognition you can get, and sometimes you get that more than once in your lifetime in the club. It's a big thing. You go to a man's house and you see 6-7 Paul Harris fellow recognitions, and he walks with his shoulders up in the air. Now I forget the point I was on. Excuse me.
It's gonna come back.
I forgot the point I was making that I get distracted.
No, I was asking if anybody can come into talk about commitment.
Oh yeah, so I was speaking about the feeling that you get. There's a sense of accomplishment that money can buy, that your big house that you have maybe may not provide on a different level. When you know that I have given time and effort to assist in humanity, when you get to that stage, it's probably about self-actualization. You feel good about yourself, that you are able to give of what you have earned in this life. You may not have earned much, and in some cases, people's contribution is more their time than anything else, but your time is valuable, extremely valuable.
I'm glad you bring up that point, because last week I had that program on mental health saying that when you do the self-examination and the self-care, you get to feel differently. It's not about the material thing. Nope. It is the thing, the intangible.
Yes.
That is what I was trying to get across, and I don't think I got that across. The intangible, because you re-examine yourself, you get to where you want to be, you look at the big picture, and you said, this is who I am, this is what I want to do to make the change. But I think people take it the wrong way.
Let me give you an example of an experience I had. I'm an insurance agent, so you tell stories. Life, no matter what you do, there's a story that you could tell to help make your point. So there is this. I remember I mentioned the Christmas hamper. No, I didn't. Yeah, Christmas hamper. I'm not sure if I actually spoke about this. I didn't get to that
yet.
thing. the Christmas hamper program. So we put money together. Again, Rotarians contribute, just as we contribute for the back to school project. And we go around to give a hamper to persons in the community who otherwise may not have had anything for their Christmas. So we look for persons who are really in need and try to bring some Christmas cheer and so. There's one guy, he is mentally challenged, and my friend Danny Alexis, who used to work with Grand Coda and understood the community at that level, he said, boy, this is one guy who don't have nobody to give him anything. So I said, bingo, that's the kind of people we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
We went and we gave him the hamper, right? And then the next year I said, but while I want you to assist as much persons as possible, but there are some people who become like repeat thing because they just don't have any other source.
Right.
So I went back the second year and he wasn't there. And one of the neighbors said to me, he's in the mental home. So I said, in the mental home, boy, and what should I do? I was thinking, maybe I should just give somebody else because he down there, he spend Christmas down there. So something told me, hold it. So I held it. He came up around February. I saw him by the side of the road. I said, boy, I came looking for you. I had your little thing for you. He said, you come and look for me? I said, yes. I tell him, but I have it, I kept it. He said, you have it? And he was like, what I saw on his face was a sense of appreciation that no matter how much money you give to me, it could not compensate for what I felt, the level of love and satisfaction that guy felt, knowing that he wasn't there. The time it was Christmas, but I held it for him, right? So I went home, I got it, and I brought it for him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, about 2 months after that, I got a message that this guy is looking for me. He said, I must come and check him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I must admit I got a message. I didn't really bother, 2-3 weeks passed. But I keep getting a message from a particular area where I see him. If the guys, they say, this man looking for you, right? And I kept getting this. But the man said, come and check him. So I went on Saturday. He was home.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, I'm getting emotional telling you this. Because sometimes we see people and we just measure them based on their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he was before in life, although I'm told that prior to his mental breakdown, I understand he was a very thriving person in another country, not Grenada. He was out. And the guy said to me, I have a blogger, that I save for you, because he have a little thing around his house, just, as we say, jukaleke thing there. That man went and he came back with a bunch of blogger. He didn't cut it, he kept it for me. He said, I have that for you. The bunch of blogger have about 40 hands. You see this the size of blogger. And he said, that is yours. So I said to him, all this blogger, I say, I can't, all this blogger, I say, it's only me and my son and my father home, it's 3 of us. He said, no, that is yours. I hold it for you. And if you hear the intensity in which he was, it was like, I am sure, he didn't say that, but clearly that's what he meant. I'm showing my appreciation. That's the only way I could show how much I appreciate your efforts. I take the bunch of blogger. Clearly, of course, I couldn't eat, but now I have blogger to share. The message here is, everybody in life needs love. Excuse me. And everybody appreciate, and that's why when I made the point earlier on that even if people make children that they can't really maintain, by extension it becomes our responsibility, because those children, if they don't get love when they're growing up, they could grow up to be less than honorable citizens, and we don't want that. In this particular case, this guy is mentally challenged, but he still knows and appreciates love when you reach out to him, and still wanted to reciprocate. So he saved that bunch of blogger for me. I was able to know because I couldn't use all.
So you were able to
I was
pass it
able
on.
to share blogger as if I Santa
You
Claus.
paid forward. Yeah. Shama says, good morning, Shama Wells.
Morning, Shams. How do?
And here's that when you were saying that, I remember that quote that means a whole lot to me. It says, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel.
Exactly.
Always remember that you could do you could say whatever, but it's how you make me feel that I remember. And it goes both. If you make me feel bad, I will remember you made me feel bad. If you made me feel good, and you made the man feel good when you held that hamper for him when he went and came back. And in turn, he made you feel ecstatic by holding that bunch of blubber for you. It's how you feel.
I felt so appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so loved with that gesture that I will never. I mean, I gave you a story and I told you I was getting emotional. I never forget
totally,
because that love that I got came from a source that I did not expect.
Mm-hmm. And you see, that's why we judge people by just the way they look. And sometimes it's a wrong thing to do.
Terrible mistake.
It's a wrong thing to do. So let's take a commercial break again, and we shall be right back.
PM until close.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash, coming soon to lottery terminals near you. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making dreams come true.
Join us, Grenada, as we continue to promote a legacy of excellence through the Pure Grenada Excellence Champion Training Program. Over 1,000 Grenadians have been trained. Food, transportation service industries, and other frontline workers, you don't want to miss out on this one. Training sessions will resume on mainland Grenada October 9th to 13th and 23rd to 27th, and November 6th to 10th and 20th to the 24th. Learn more at www.puregrenada.com/excellence champion or call GTA head office at 440-2001. Remember, excellence begins with me. Excellence ends with all our we.
We represent 47
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
And we are back. So, Robert, continue.
I'm laughing based on the comment I made while the break was going on. I couldn't imagine that all this time has flown.
Yeah,
right?
Time has wings.
And you gleefully
encouraged it.
Folks, I intended to spend no longer than half an hour here. No, I'm heading to... No, but it's important discussion.
Yes.
It's especially that last point that we were on, in terms of, when we help people, genuinely help them, what we make them feel is what's important. And we, by extension, too, can be the recipient of their goodwill and their gesture of appreciation. And that makes the world go round. Life is about people, and I believe in that. That's my mantra. Life is about people. It matters not who the persons are.
Before you go on, Adrian Watt says he has a wheelchair. How can he send it? How can he send it to ship it to the club?
Okay, Adrian is on island or off island?
Off island.
Ask Adrian to share his number, and let's stay in contact with him.
Well,
I
don't think I want him to put it on thing here. You can WhatsApp the number to us at 4420175. We'll take it from there, and then I'll just take it and pass it on to Robert. If you're listening to you, Mr. Watts. If you're listening to us, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. Right, so Claire, we have the dinner, as we say, coming up. I want to remind persons that it's the dinner. Our week of celebration culminates with the dinner. The dinner again is held at the home of Rotarian Leslie Ramdani. It's referred to as the Rotary House. And it's going to be a very interesting evening. For people who like to network, that's another advantage of being in Rotary. The people who like to network, and when I say network, get to know persons. Because a lot of Rotarians are either managers of companies or they are pretty high up in the area of
Sorry, but
employment.
you know who's calling you?
No.
Hold on. Good morning.
Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, that sounds like Mr. Haas.
Sorry?
Is the dinner going to be by the pool?
You know about the pool?
What happened?
You know about the pool? I didn't know you know about the pool.
I remember you invited me to a function day now.
You came?
Yeah.
Hey. Well, congrats. I mean, I tell people you're my good friend. A lot of things I invite you to, you never come,
According to the language, oh.
Yeah, oh. Oh yeah, the pool. The pool is a nice backdrop to the. Of course, I don't want to divulge too much. I want the people to see for themselves. But
is it an infinity?
No.
Okay.
No.
It is.
No, it's not.
But it is. But it forms a really good backdrop, and sometimes, most times, we have the tents and so set up around the pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it creates a really nice ambience.
So if I drink enough water, babe, you just jump?
Yeah, you can. Nobody has as yet, but you could.
If you want to dress up in your nice dress and drink and get drunk and fall in the pool, are you busy?
Listen, speaking about falling in the pool, a guy who carries my name, all right? Not me. A guy, he's Robert as well. He gave us quite a scare one year. He came from getting his dinner and so, all right, and walking back to his seat, and somebody called him. They distract. Sometimes you continue walking. By the time we were shouted to him, Robert was having a bath. Listen, I mean, it was hilarious. Of course, it was frightening to him, all right, but it was hilarious.
So where did food end up?
In the pool. Well, interestingly, he had clothes in his car. That man must have planned for this. He had clothes in his car, so he was able to ride by Mr. Ramdani there, go and get a room and change and all that. He came back like to a celebrity's welcome. He was a hero of the night.
I knew you were coming this morning, but I just woke up kind of. So I had to shake my head a bit before I called and I hear you talking about the dinner. But I did tell you something about the blogger and too just before that, and I'm very upset.
You didn't get a hand in the blogger?
Huh?
You didn't get a hand in the blogger?
Well, I'll get a grin.
Don't worry, we are friends, man. I 8 years for you.
So I could never be friends, and you give friends and you give family blog and I put it this way, I probably was not home.
Of course you weren't. You weren't. That's why you didn't get a blog. You weren't home.
By the way, I've got a quick question. Andre, I've got a question for you. Do you have Adrian Watt's phone number by chance?
That's the reason why I called.
Okay, so you don't need to send it to us again. Andre has it. All right, thanks.
That's the sole reason why I called, to say to you, hey, if you want put it this way, my listeners, I'm being very thing now, my listeners, my people.
A very possessive boy.
Yeah. When it comes to my, just like how tomorrow you will see possession out. But tomorrow is Tuesday. You will see possession tomorrow.
You don't have anything to do now?
Say again?
Do you have anything else to do?
Oh, to do? No. Gonna get something to eat, have a shower, and then I think I have a doctor's appointment.
Okay,
Yes,
Robert
why?
is going. That's why you have to go.
Robert is going?
Yes. He already overstayed his time.
I know. That too is why I'm keeping him there.
So the two of you gang up on me then?
No, I ain't gang up. I'm just asking the questions.
Oh, before I run off, Claire, did you take the opportunity to quiz Robert for a minute on CFF?
Not as yet, but I will.
Well, you better do. You better do, because him being the president, I know that CFF is looking good and things are happening. So you probably can quiz him a bit before he runs off.
I'll walk him out the door. Don't worry.
Yes, I won't be running up. Take care, buddy.
All right, then.
Take care. Okay, bye.
Take care.
All right, bye. Yes, he always has to give his 2 cents in when you are there. So there you go.
Yes.
So,
and don't put your mouth in my 100 business.
And my mouth isn't going anywhere. Just say it. You and give him your blogger. That's all. Put that in your mouth.
No. I could get away with that.
Okay.
I could get away with that.
So yes. So we're going back to the dinner. The man fell in the pool. He dressed himself, and dinner continued.
And dinner continued, yes. Man. I tell you, he came back well dressed to a hero's welcome. Mm-hmm. Right? He was a celebrity for the night. I mean, he was Robert. I was Robert. I wish I was him. the kind of hero's welcome he came back to. Yeah, but and funny, in all the years that we've been having activities there, that's the only year we had something like that. Mm-hmm. So we took from that, we took action to ensure that doesn't happen again. So there's usually now a little provision, a little barricade. That won't happen.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And even sometimes you walk in and somebody don't have to call you. Your shoe that you're wearing might just thump on something, and away you fly.
Oh, yes.
Like you borrow wings.
Yeah,
so,
yes.
Yes, so it is 8:35. You gave me 8:31. You gave me a couple more minutes than what about half an hour more than what you intended to do, but you had to cover a whole lot of what you do and what the Rotary Club does. So the culmination is the dinner on Saturday.
The dinner on this Saturday.
At the Villa. The ticket price is $200. It is not for the faint of heart, but if you really want to go, as you say, you will go. It starts at 7 and it starts on time, so people do not go and do the walk of shame. Go to start from 7 to 11. And Robert, where are they getting tickets from?
The tickets you can get. Let me call the number. Any Rotarian. I mean, persons can. If persons need tickets, they can call me as well.
Is it the 405 number that you gave?
No, my number is 407-3884. They could take that number too. 407-3884.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can call the 405 number that I gave earlier.
416-162. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so very much for coming and educate us on what the Rotary does. Wheelchairs, scholarships, pay $5 if you behave badly. And that's how they raise their money. They're doing a week of activity. This is a whole week of activity this week. You started yesterday.
A whole week, that's correct.
Right, and it culminates on Saturday with the dinner at the villa of Mr. Who Ramdani?
Leslie
Ramdani.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for somewhere to go on the weekend that is posh, that is top-notch, find yourself at the home of Mr. Leslie Ramdani with your $200 waving to get in there. Or you have to buy. Can you pay at the door, or do you have to get a ticket?
Preferably, you should get your ticket in advance, but we do accept persons who walk in and pay at the door.
Okay.
But why we like to sell the ticket in advance is to have an idea of
the food.
Catering. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if we know we have 200 tickets sold, then you may want to cater for 225, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Right. So that's to accommodate the walk-ins as well. But we prefer that if you really plan to come, buy your tickets.
All right.
Yeah. Or even, or at least call and secure your tickets. So even if you pay on the night, based on who you are, you know the Rotarians and you pay on the night, but order your tickets so we know we can cater for that person.
Okay. All right. So, Robert, thank you so much. And as it says, I took up a lot of your time. So, sorry about that, but it was something that we needed to do.
Just go 4 minutes quickly on CFF before Andre killed one of us. Right, so we got a mandate from Mr. Donald that we should speak our CFF, although it was not my intention to twin the information this morning, but if the boss say you have to, right? Because next time maybe I ain't get a chance to come back.
You never know.
So CFF as in Camahorn Folk Festival. It takes place this year. After a little break, the festival is back. That's the good news. It takes place on 8th, 9th, and 10th of December.
You changed the dates?
Yes, the dates have been changed.
Okay.
Initially, it was the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but now it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th. We have got a request from the ministry for a change, and so we honor the ministry. I say, he who pays the piper calls the tune. It's a ministry's activity. They provide all the cash, all the expense. We are pretty much trying to guide the process and make sure that things happen. We're providing the on-hands kind of support, but the ministry is doing all the funding.
Okay.
And they requested a change. This year, the festival is going to be big. There is, so far, we're looking at an exhibition on the Saturday, and we're in conversation through the Ministry of Trade with close to 50 exhibitors, small manufacturers who want to come and strut their wares, let people know what they do. And the intention is to build booths along the road in downtowns, because most of the things happen around the bus terminus area.
In Sauters.
Yeah. So we're going to build some booths along the area to accommodate the 50 or more manufacturers who would come and,
display their wares.
We have engaged the schools, and we intend to have the schools' participation as well. We want to do the folk night on Sunday. Well, Friday we're going to do the opening. The opening on Friday, we want to march through the streets of Sauters, flambeau and everything like that, drums, and that's what we're thinking. And again, we're going to have we've invited schools and other organizations in the parish to be part of it, so to create some excitement and from McDonald College down to the bus terminus. Then the Saturday we have engaged the services of some of our local person, because we're actually doing a calypso night. Some of our local persons will be on stage.
But you have the exhibition that same day, yeah?
The same day, Saturday's exhibition as well. But before we get to the night, there's the breakfast in the morning. So we have asked the groups and organizations, we have engaged some of them to actually sell the breakfast. The breakfast is going to be a paid activity. But we want to focus on local foods.
Right.
To as much as possible. So your bakes and saltfish and your cocoa tea and cuckoo and bambula, yeah. A long time people didn't see that. I didn't see or eat that in a while.
I know.
We're trying to see if we get somebody to do it, right? We're also trying to enlist the services of the trade. I know that created some excitement when it was done previously.
A train?
Yes, there's a train in St. George's.
Oh, okay.
So we want to enlist the service. So that persons take you through, a ride around the town kind of thing.
Let me ask you, can you come up the hill from down so to come up here?
Yeah, the problem last time was that you couldn't go up Mount Nesbitt, right? Not couldn't go up, but they didn't want to take the chance. The train is designed for more flat roads so. But it goes up hills, because St. George's is hilly. It goes up, with load and goes up to the hospital hill and everything, and does that without anybody having any issue.
Right.
So it can. It's just that they don't want to subject themselves to too long hills, and Mount Nesbitt is a very long hill.
Okay.
So that was part of the issue. And then they didn't have the opportunity to go through the bottom, because that road at that time was not passable.
Okay.
So they had to go all around St. David, and that took a while. But this year things
So then maybe they can bring it up a day in advance.
But that to me was what makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess if you bring it up a day in advance, you probably have to pay for it and others. So maybe there were some considerations there.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to, because it's again going to create some excitement, especially for the kids. And when I say kids, I ain't just talking about the small kids.
The big ones too.
The big ones too.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, I've never ridden that train, and trust me,
You jumping
I
on.
jumping on.
And you choo-choo.
Hey, I
Yes.
jumping on. I never ride that train, so I'm looking forward to it. And so that takes place during the course of the day. We want to also we engage in the services of one of them Carrico string bands that provide some music and entertainment during the course of the day earlier on. So things will be happening down the road. There's also this Saraka style food that we expect people to, you know. So even after breakfast into the deeper portion of the day, persons will come and get food and have that excitement and so.
And
then-
Sunday?
And no, and the night now we're gonna have the Calypso show.
Oh, okay.
Right? And we have Lord Nelson coming down.
Lord Nelson from TNT, Trinidad?
Lord
What
Nelson.
you sing again?
King Liar, and he sing Disco Daddy. And,
Yes.
You know, and Nelson at age 93, folks, come out and see that man, because at age 93 he is vibrant.
Okay.
He is vibrant. So, you know, it's going to be a treat. He's coming with his manager, and we're going to be providing the band and everything down here.
Okay.
So it's going to be a treat. On Sunday, we're aiming to have the folk night.
Okay.
So we engage some of the churches and the schools again to send the choir. And so it's going to be that. It's going to be an interesting activity. We're still dotting I's and crossing T's, and there's a lot of work to do between
That's
now
what
and
I was
December.
going to say to you.
Yeah, a lot of work to do between now. Those things are always hard work. You know, always hard work. So, but we're doing the best we
But
can.
you do have that's a very short window to plan all of that, what you're talking about there.
Yeah, but we have done some groundwork already, yeah.
Okay.
So it's a question of coordination now and making sure things happen. But
You got to have the right people on deck to do
well,
that.
that too. We got a good team of people. We have a good team of people. And we're getting good assistance from the ministry as well.
Okay.
Both in terms, well, not just the finances, but in terms, because they would have done this before.
Manpower.
So they didn't just throw us and say, go and reorganize the wheel. You know, they're guiding us as to what transpired before and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So as much as the window is shut, admittedly, but we believe that we can get it up and get it up well.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And before you run out, let me see what else. Let me see. That was Robert White from the Rotary and CFF. He's double decker this morning.
Yes,
Giving
yeah.
two shots with one stone. Is that?
Yeah, no,
yes.
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay then.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do.
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And mom,
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Terrace in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence. Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso. One stage. One show. Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits. Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When you did that play with her Humphrey, she raised her hand and she tell me, making no place sweeter than home.
It's Harvest Festival time. St. Michael and All Angels Anglican Church in Paraclete Harvest Festival Day is Sunday, 5th November 2023. Holy Mass will be celebrated at 7 a.m. Sales will run from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Stalls, provisions and vegetables, pastries, cakes, jams, ice cream, chicken, fish, chips, bake, fish cake, sauce, manish waters, clothing and foodstuff, games, drinks and music. Join us in thanking God for a bountiful harvest and fellowship. Proceeds go towards mission and ministry. Come out in your numbers and support St. Michael and All Angels Anglican Church in Paraclete.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
And I am back. Robert has left the building, as they say, and it's just me now. So let me go on the live and say good morning to a few people that I didn't get to because I was talking to Robert. June Julian said that she's from Crucial. Welcome to Real FM on live. Hope you come back. Maxine Belfon, good morning. Jerome Lewis, good morning. Betty James, good morning. Ann Andrews, good morning to you. Pearl Charles. Adrian Watts, I did say about a wheelchair, but I didn't say good morning to you. Christine Otley. Shirley Scarrett. Robert Edwards. Wolfgang Rockefeller. That's a big name. Rhonda Hose. Glenda Robinson. Kathleen Ledlow. Pearl Lewis. Pat Kip James, good morning to you. Shama Wells, good morning to you. I did pass on your message to Robert. If you're listening, you would have him say good morning to you. Hillary Grenade, Dolores Redhead, Sunny Isles, good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you for checking in on the live at Real FM, and also those who are on WhatsApp. Let me say good morning to the Duchess. Good morning to you. Kenneth Joseph, good morning to you. Patrick Otley. Rosemary, good morning. So we have on WhatsApp, we have on the live, we have people listening via the radio, which is what we call it terrestrial radio. We have all kinds of people listening to Real FM because we are the Real FM family. When something happens, everybody gets to hear about it. You send us all the information that we need if we are we are not in the loop. So thank you so much. Lindona George, good morning to your girlfriend. How are you? Haven't seen you for a bit. And let me say good morning to Lenora George Buckmeyer. Lindona, I am on tomorrow. If you're home tomorrow, you will want to listen to what we have. Tomorrow we are talking about insecurities. And it is both for men and women. You're going to tell us mentally, what are you insecure about? Is it about money? Is it about job? Is it about relationship? We are going to be talking about insecurities tomorrow. Oh, Lindona, I hope you're doing better than before. Hang tight. I will chat with you tomorrow. Good morning to, what's her name? Natalia John. Good morning to Evan Roberts. BJ, good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you that can't stop saying it and can't say it enough, that checks in on Real FM on a daily basis. It is 10 minutes to the 9 o'clock hour. We should be having news at 9. Maxine and Don Ezra are there preparing it, so when that time comes, you will be tuning in to hear what is on the live this morning on news, that is. We have a lot of things going on in this big world that we are living in, and most of them are not pleasant. So, the news, listen up. It is Monday. It is October 30th. Just like that, we are at the end of another month, and we are speeding into 2024. Do you think that is going to be better than 2023? Or is it going to be worse? Or is it going to be the same? Because I'm telling you, things that are going on right now, we are not expecting to see them, but they are happening and we have to deal with it. So as they say, as our grandparents would say, bang your belly and wait. Because I don't see 2024 being much better than 2023. It may be a little worse for some people. It may be good for some. I've got a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mona. How are you?
Not too bad.
I didn't say good morning to you. It's not that I forget, but I it slipped my mind. But good morning to you.
Don't worry. Once I'm listening.
Yes, thank you so much.
And I know you is there.
Yes.
Good morning, Jester.
Wherever he is.
I longing for my Christmas songs.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes.
Well, Real FM hasn't started as yet. I think Dugo is going to start doing it soon. So once he puts it together, it is going to be blasting.
The breeze blowing, the breeze blowing.
What, they have Christmas breeze?
Well, he coming in, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If we feel it, we feel it. If we don't feel it, he there.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes. I had my wash already, and I come and lie down on the bed because me and my Jesus.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get around, Mona? I know
Me?
you told me that you can't see properly. How do you get around?
Come and see.
Okay, I will one of them. You see, Jester. You're a good friend, but he's not being nice to me. I'm telling you.
Watch. Friend, we have friends in need and in deed.
Oh, so he's one. What kind of friend is he to me?
I don't know.
We're going to have to find out that. Okay.
A friend.
He's just a friend. I agree because he promised to take me to see you. I might just end up coming by myself. I know where you are,
You know where I am?
I found out. I asked. And you live in that orange and green house on the hill?
I don't know if he's orange or if he's...
Well, you live on the hill. You live on the hill. There's a little shop or a little something, a little store close to it?
Well, yes, it is.
There you go. I tell you I found that. So when
What you finding out about me for?
Mona, I'm not finding out about you. People are just telling me about you.
Sure? Well, I'm important.
Very much so. You are one of the Real FM loyal listeners.
No, well, where Real FM is concerned.
Yes.
I band together with it,
Okay, then that's fine. So then
From
you are
day
the real.
one in Rayburn House.
Okay.
And ask Mr. Donald.
I will.
And he go tell you.
I heard you on Saturday when you were speaking to Noobs. I said, there goes Mona.
Yes.
Yes. So I know you're a loyal. And by the way, let me say good morning to Johnny. I know Johnny is always listening, but sometimes I forget to say his name. But good morning to you, Johnny. Hope all is well.
Johnny Charles, good morning. That's your number one girl, Mona.
Mm-hmm.
That's my partner.
Well, Jester just say good morning to CJ and the Real FM family and to Miss Mona in particular. So he just passed me by and he said good morning to you. So good morning is coming to you from Jester.
He's fast enough. Don't tell him I say that.
Yeah, I knew. I don't have to tell him he's hearing you.
Don't tell him I say that.
No, I would never. I wouldn't do that at all to you. Nah.
He's fast.
He fast, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he fastness he make. That's why he hear you saying yeah. I know.
I'm waiting on him.
Okay.
I hear you only there on Montreach.
I wouldn't know. I don't follow. He don't text me anywhere where he go and make his hangouts and them, so I wouldn't know where he is.
We are loving people.
I didn't say anything.
Now listen, he are giving that, not you.
Oh, okay.
We are loving people. We friendly. We kind. But don't joke the ant's nest.
Okay, so that's for Jester. Good.
Ant's going to bite you. I hear he call my name during revolution time and in Gary time and with people.
Oh, I see.
And he calling Montreach by Miss Mona. That's why.
When you see him, deal with him.
I go touch him.
Okay.
Right.
So everything good?
Well, yes, one day at a time,
yes.
sweet Jesus.
Well, have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll chat tomorrow.
And you to take good care of yourself.
Thank you. I am trying to. Well, you know, Mona, I'm always talking about me loving myself first. You always hear me saying that.
I love it too, you know.
There you go. Because if we don't love ourselves first, we do not have anything to give to anybody else.
Right. And this morning, I ate a 2 guava and a sucker 2 sugar apple. And I'm good to
And
go.
you know those 2 things that you talk about? I don't eat them.
You don't eat them?
No.
You're sick.
I know. Listen, I don't like fruits per se to sit and eat fruits. When the way I have my fruits, I blend it, I make smoothie. But something about sugar apple, the sweetness of sugar apple, sapodilla, guava, and so it upsets me. Like if banana is really ripe and I eat it upsets me. I don't know if it's the sweetness of it. So yeah, I stay away from those.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Those sapodilla.
Yeah.
In fact, all fruits, the only fruits what I don't really like is grapefruit.
Oh, okay. And I love grapefruit.
I don't like that one at all.
But it has to be kind of sweet. Otherwise, I put a little bit of salt on it to kill the sourness, and then I have it, yes.
But all right, otherwise, we there, hold tight.
Yes. News is coming up in 5 minutes. Yes, you too. Take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. And that was Ms. Mona, or one of our Real FM loyal listeners. She's there. She does not touch the dial on her radio at all. Let me say good morning to the staff and students at the university under the cashew tree. Good morning to the Swans. Good morning to each and every one of you that always checks in at Real FM. Lendo in Carriacou, good morning. That's Sister Al Radio. I know they do tune into Real FM on a daily basis. So we'd like to say good morning to them. And maybe one of these days, somebody from Sister Al will call in and say hello to all the folks down here on the mainland of Grenada. It is 4 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. We have news coming up at 9. Just take a quick commercial break and then you'll head into the news.
St. Patrick's Pharmacy. St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Looking for a wide variety of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Feeling weak and want a boost? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy for all your vitamin and mineral supplements. Essential oils such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and much more. Medicated soaps, antifungal and antibacterial, all at affordable prices. Visit St. Patrick's Pharmacy today at its new location. A new location on Lip Street, apartment number 4 at the Ford Building. We are open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today on 414-1954 or 442-0204. St. Patrick's Pharmacy, where quality medication costs less.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority,
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest news update as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.